Boom! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this. Becky quick. While the average man looking at this act like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5'6". I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want a stock pick. I know that booty got dropped, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounce. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thought, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and die. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, make profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, she pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. and I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packets. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ET. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Hey, make profits.
That TTG money gang,
making profits.
We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. It's another fantastic day inside of the True Trading Group chat room. Yes, it's all about Tesla. All about Tesla. Meanwhile, Mr. Musk out there talking about some insider trading potential against this little Dogecoin situation, this Dogecoin suit. So that was it. That's interesting. We'll see where that goes. This guy's always in the center of it. He's always in the center of it. He was definitely in the center. Definitely in the center of my computer screen today. Tesla trade of the day, monster win, triple-digit gain on call options for members that took this week's expiration, a 70% gain for members that took next week's expiration call option. Beautiful trade setup right off the 200-day moving average. It was one of the top trade ideas of the day in the pre-market session. We identified it. We talked about it. We planned it. We executed it, and we profited from it. And I can't be any more proud of the trading that we had inside of True Trading Group today. And it's just another day of excellent trading. It's not just with Tesla. Another trade of the day today, Sunrun, about a 6-to-1. 6-to-1 on the risk reward on the trade on Sunrun today. Okay, that is and here's Sunrun. I'll just pull up Sunrun on my screen. So this was a 6-to-1 type of trade today. And then you also have Tesla, which was just the absolute monster all day long. Just churn, churn, churn all day long. Congratulations, members of TTG that capitalized on Tesla and Sunrun. Those are trades of the day. This is the type of opportunity that's out there in this market every single day. And it's funny because right before we came on this live stream, I have CNBC on. We're going through some earnings. You got Lululemon, you got Broadcom, you got Zscaler, you got ChargePoint that are coming out with earnings right now. You got jobs data that came out today. You've got labor. The labor report comes out tomorrow. We're going to get the unemployment number tomorrow, or the unemployment rate, rather. There's so much happening. All while the debt ceiling negotiations are getting passed through, passes through the House, off to the Senate. All while all of these things are taking place, you have the debt ceiling stuff going on behind the scenes as the deadline very fast approaches. So we've got to get that deal done here ASAP. But it looks pretty good. It looks good that they're going to get a deal done. Part of the reason why the markets have been moving higher over the last couple of days. But the economy still remains strong. The jobs market is still strong. And people start to get worried going into the second half of the year. And they're worried about their job, and they're worried about the state of the economy, and they're scared that the market, and they see like stocks are too high, and people are gun shy, and they're scared. They're sitting on the sidelines. They're waiting for the dust to settle. And if you're waiting for the dust to settle, you're missing out on some of the best trading opportunities that I've ever seen in my entire life. I know I might sound like a broken record at this point, but how many more times do I have to come on a live stream and go over with you the action that's out there and talking about the trades that are being put on here inside of True Trading Group? And today's no different. Tesla, 70% gain on the call option. Okay, a 6-to-1 on a Sunrun long. These are the trades that, whether you have a full-time job or a small account, these are the trades that you guys can take advantage of. But not if all you're doing is scouring around on Reddit and Twitter all day long. I'm going to go over with you guys today. We're going to break down, we're going to analyze trades of the day, Tesla and Sunrun. We'll go over the setups. We'll go over the lessons that you can take from those. So if you see these type of setups again in the markets tomorrow, you'll be able to feel more confident acting on them, give you a better chance of making money, right? That's why we're all here. That's why you're on this live stream. So to help you make money, to get trade ideas, to get lessons, to be educated enough so that you can start making money in the markets. And that's exactly what our goal is at True Trading Group, is to help you guys all make money. And that's exactly what I plan on doing here today on this live stream. We're done with this live stream. I want you to come out of it saying to yourself, wow, you know what? I feel way more prepared for what's to come tomorrow. I feel more confident in my ability to identify high probability setups. I feel more confident in my ability to make money, because your goals are a lot closer than you might think. And I want to show that to you guys here today on this live. We're going to go over trades of the day. We're going to talk about the jobs numbers that came out. We're hit on some of the earnings, Broadcom, Lululemon, ChargePoint, Zscaler, all coming out here after the bell, and then unemployment report tomorrow. So we're going to talk about what all that means to the market and where does this rally end, because we're in full-blown rally mode. Make no mistake about it. What's up, folks? My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, now the current head trader of True Trading Group. If you don't know by now, we are the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that's available to the retail trader. If you guys are ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've all come to the right place. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live here with myself, other TTG pro trading mods, and special guests drop golden nuggets, give you free lessons, education, trade ideas that can help you become better traders. So smash the like button, turn on your notifications, of course, subscribe to the channel. But why should you listen to anything it is that I say on here? Quite simple. I did not figure this stuff out on my own. I began my career working at a fund in New York City, my first job right out of college, where I had to go through a 3-month educational training program before they let me touch $1 of their money. Then 2008 happened. And that was the Great Recession and the stock market crash, but it was also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now you fast forward, I'm the co-founder and the head trader of True Trading Group, and along with my team of 9 professional trading mods and over 30-person staff, we've helped thousands of members from all over the world reach their goals. We have members in 115 different countries. So we truly are a global community when you guys join True Trading Group. Now, I think we're the fastest growing and highest rated platform out there because we take and combine university level trading and investing courses, simplified version from what I learned working at the fund. We combine that with premium stock market tools. We do live workshops. We have a live open study group session today, right after this live stream. So all of our members of True Trading Group, you're all welcome to go into the main chat room, obviously, after we are done with this live stream to participate in another study group session, another one of those live workshops. We have one of them today. We also provide individual mentorship for stocks, options, crypto, futures, on all styles of trading, whether you're day trading, swing trading, or long-term investing. We cover all of it inside of TTG. We take that university level curriculum, we pair it with today's top financial tools that are worth over $5,000 a year easy. These are tools that you need to have more information to make better decisions, but they're expensive if you were to pay for them otherwise. If you guys went to these companies directly, you're talking about at least $5,000 a year. Now, that's a lot of money, right? A lot of people don't have that kind of money to spend. That's why we spend years building relationships with these companies so we can put their products on our platform at no additional cost to you. You guys don't have to pay for these things. They're included with your membership when you join True Trading. There's no upsell for any of these things. You also get access to all of our members, the most educated, helpful, supportive, and successful community of traders that you're ever going to find. And of course, all the real-time trade alerts from myself and the rest of the mods that have been able to maintain a cumulative win rate amongst all of us as a whole, as a group, of just around 80% now going on the last 3 years. So if you are new, I highly recommend that you subscribe to this channel, you smash that like button, you turn on your notifications so that you never miss out on them, because I don't feed you nonsense. I don't tell you what you want to hear. I tell you what you need to hear, and you're going to get education, you're going to get analysis, and you're going to get mindset and thought process from someone that's been doing this for 17, going on 18 years. All right? Now, I talked a lot yesterday when we came on this live stream, and I was talking about how I was getting messages, I was getting messages from people yesterday that were just talking about, like worried, people that were worried about what was to come. And everyone's worried about the second half of the year and if the stock market's going to go down. And is this AI craze? Is this a bubble? Is this the last hurrah before the rug gets pulled out from underneath, before the labor market finally cracks, before the economy finally gives? Because the economy and the labor market have been extremely resilient up until this point. I, for one, personally, am very surprised to see the Fed raise rates by over 5% in this rate hike cycle. And here we are on June 1st, and you still have an unemployment rate that is 3.4. We're going to get the unemployment rate tomorrow, the updated one. It's expected to be 3.5. Wow, big deal. Went up 0.1. And that's not even official yet. That's what's expected. They're expecting 3.5. It's at 3.4. That is a 5-decade low unemployment rate. Now, my thought process behind, what was going to happen to this economy was a mild recession, because I just feel that the labor market is just way too strong. You know, that labor market is so tight, it's so strong that it is going to shield the economy from any type of a severe recession. Like everybody was talking about the world ending in September and October of last year, I stayed steadfast saying, no, I don't think it's going to be severe. When all the banking crisis happened, I said, no, I still don't think it's going to be severe. I think it's going to be a mild recession. I've been standing by that the entire time. Now the market's rallying. It looks like we're going to have a soft landing, but I'm still staying with that thought process and that belief. The average impact of a rate hike cycle typically takes between 12 and 18 months. That starts right now. That starts right now. So we are right at the beginning of that 12 to 18 month cycle where you typically start to see the bulk of the impact in the economy from previous rate hikes by the Fed. It takes a long time for that cycle to go through. And I think maybe this is where that nervousness and that anxiety really started to come from people. You guys can follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is at MikeEdward_TTG. Again, it's at MikeEdward_TTG. You guys can follow me on Twitter. I'm always posting trade ideas and market commentary, etc. But some people hit us up on Facebook. They were hitting me up on Twitter. And some people were worrying about what was going to happen. They were worrying about a recession coming up. And I got to be honest with you guys, I really, truly, genuinely do not care whether or not we have a recession or not. I don't care, because either way, when you have a recession or you don't have a recession, the stock market's going to be open. And as long as the stock market is open, we have opportunities as traders to make money. It's the most recession-proof profession that you can have, because recession or booming economy, the stock market is open, folks. And if you're able to actually build a skill set that allows you to profit from the action that goes on in the stock market, then you're in a much better position. You don't really necessarily have to be too worried about what may or may not happen 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months from now if the economy does start to slow going into the end of the year and people are worried about losing their jobs. The moderators and I do a lot of the heavy lifting for you. Okay, like we always come out, we tell you exactly what we think is going to happen. We tell you exactly what stocks we are focused on. We tell you exactly what prices we're looking to buy these stocks at, exactly what prices we're looking to short these stocks at. You're never just left there in the dark waiting for some trade alert to come out of left field. You know exactly what the game plan is before the stock market even opens. And that's something that you get from not just myself, but all of the moderators that are part of True Trading Group that are issuing trade alerts and providing you guidance throughout every single trading day. You don't have to be worried about what's to come. And in the face of all this, the labor market is still extremely strong. And even if I'm right, let's say I'm right and we go into this mild recession, or maybe this concept of a rolling recession, which is something I talked about in my 2023 market outlook report, about where some areas of the economy shrink or contract while other areas are still expanding. And based on what happened during COVID, how, you had real estate, tech, crypto all exploded to the upside. Meanwhile, leisure, hospitality, restaurants, travel, all got destroyed, sent down into a depression. That is now flipped to the opposite. And you're seeing, where were the jobs added today? The ADP employment report, way more jobs added than were expected. Where'd they come from? Leisure and hospitality, travel. Those are the areas of the economy that are still significantly in an expansion phase. They're not contracting in any way. They are still expanding. That's where all the new jobs are coming from. So you have that concept of a rolling recession. That would also lead you to a mild recession. It's nothing to be scared of. Even if you have the unemployment, even if the unemployment number, let's say tomorrow it's 3.5. And let's say the month after that, let's say it's 3.7. And then it's 3.9. And then it's 4.3. And then it's 4.6. Do you realize how low that number still is? The average unemployment number for the last 20 years is just over 5%. It's just over 5%. So any meaningful increase in the unemployment rate, you realize that's only going to take you back to a state of normalcy. Right now, the labor market is not normal. You've got more job openings than you have people that are looking for a job. It's not something to be scared of I don't think there's going to be any type of a horrific recession like you had in 2008 or 2009. I don't think you're going to see the unemployment rate is going to skyrocket to 9 or 10%. The whole banking system is going to collapse. I don't believe any of those things are going to happen. But can the economy slow down going into the second half of the year and flirt with that recession territory, maybe dip down into recession territory or just coast right above it? Either way, whether you pull off a soft landing or whether you think, or we have a mild recession, no matter which one of those situations occurs, the stock market's going to be open. And that's why members of True Trading Group are not scared of there being a recession or not. Don't take my word for it. Members, are you scared? Yes or no? Are you scared of a recession? Just comment in chat yes or no if you're scared of a recession. And I feel like people are allowing themselves to be like a deer caught in headlights. And now they're sitting there saying, well, Apple's at all-time highs, Nvidia's at all-time highs, Microsoft is near all-time highs. Do I buy these stocks? Or what happens, though, if the stock market then crashes in the second half of the year? And it's causing people, look, you guys can see here. You guys can see how many people are, look at this. Look at this. Everybody's saying no, nope, not scared. Look, everyone's saying, actually, I'm hoping there is one, right? I'm hoping there is one. My boy Bruce says, I'm scared for people that are not members. Yeah, I am scared for people that are not members. I'll tell you what I'm worried about. I'm worried about the people that are going to sit on the sidelines because they never think it's the right time to be involved in the markets. There's always going to be a reason why you're going to think it's not the right time. There's always going to be a reason you're going to tell you either stocks are too high or they're too low. You're never going to be like, this is the perfect time to be in the stock market. It's either, stocks are expensive, I'll wait for a pullback, or, ooh, stocks are really getting crushed. I don't want to buy now. Everything's crashing. Well, so if you don't want to buy stocks when they're up, you don't want to buy stocks when they're down, then when the hell are you going to buy stocks? You're not. That's the point. You're going to sit on the sidelines, hoarding your cash under the mattress, and you're going to let tremendous opportunities just pass you right by. People thought I was crazy last year when I was adding in my long-term portfolio in June when the stock market's crashing to new lows. I'm buying. I got people that come on social media, that come on my live stream, and they're like, they opened up a Robinhood account a year and a half ago. They're part of a Discord. Or they dance on Reddit for a little while. And they say, oh, you're an idiot. I'm an idiot. We've been doing this for 18 years. I'm an idiot. Now you look and the market's at 420, 422, ripping face. Earnings are better than expected. The jobs numbers are better than expected. Everything, the economy is holding up better than expected. I expect it to slow down as we get into the second half of the year. I expect that to weaken out. I expect the labor market to soften. I expect earnings to weaken. I expect the stock market to weaken. But all that does is create opportunities for us to make money. And that's all that matters. And I really want you all to understand that you trade to generate income, you invest to build wealth. Two very, very, very different things. A, you have to have the right mindset to invest when the time is right. When is the time is right? When everybody tells you the time is wrong. That's when the time is right. The best time to invest in the long term is when you think it is the worst time to invest. That's when it's the best time. When the stock market is crashing, when everybody thinks the world is ending, that is the exact moment when it feels the worst. That's when you're supposed to do all of your buying. Now, that's exactly what we did last year in True Trading Group. Again, don't take my word for it. You have members in True Trading Group that are up 40, 50, 60, 100% on some of the positions already that we bought last year when the markets were crashing. They'll be the first ones to tell you that their long-term portfolio has never looked so damn good. Prior to True Trading Group, their long-term portfolio was filled with garbage, was filled with Wish and Nikola and AMC and Rivian and LI and NIO, and it was filled with garbage. Now they're owning AMD and Nvidia, okay, and some of these, and Palo Alto, and some of the best companies that exist on planet Earth that are up triple digits. Guys, the bottom line is that members are making money. That's why they're not scared. That's why they don't care about whether or not there's a recession, because members are making money, and that is what the point is of you guys being here. It's to make money. Don't take my word for it. Members, you guys comment in chat. Type the number 1 if you're making money and you're becoming a better trader. Just type the number 1 in chat real quick. Simple. Type the number 1 if you're making money and you guys are becoming better traders because of True Trading Groups. Go ahead and type the number 1. And if you guys are just getting here from the Stockmaster app, welcome. You all are just in time. you're just in time. I'm about to be covering, if you guys were right now, you're seeing all members of True Trading Group that are telling you that they're making money with our platform. But what we're about to get into in a moment is trades of the day. Tesla, 70% gain on next week expiration call options, triple digits if you had the guts to buy tomorrow's expiration calls. That's trade of the day for us today. Also, Sunrun, a 6-to-1 on the risk reward factor on the Sunrun trade. That was an absolute monster. Those are trades of the day. We're going to recap those today. We're also going to hit on earnings. You got Broadcom, Lululemon, Zscaler, ChargePoint, some really exciting, sexy earnings that have come out. We're going to cover all that and then what to expect from the labor number tomorrow and what impact is that going to have on the markets. You got jobs data today. You got more of it tomorrow. What impact does that have in the markets and what role does the debt ceiling play in the rally that this market is experiencing? How much further can it go? So if you're just joining us from the Stockmaster app, you guys are here just in time. Okay. So welcome all of you joining us from the Stockmaster app. Okay. All right, guys. So I'm going to take a quick little sip of water before we kind of get ourselves. Oh, there's Doozy. Doozy Doobie. I assume you want me to talk about GameStop. I assume you want me to talk about the mother of all short squeezes that's going to be happening next in some other stock. I'm only kidding, guys. I'm busting Doozy. Every time that Doozy comes on my live stream, they always ask me about GameStop. I haven't traded GameStop, and I can't even tell you what price GameStop is at this point in time because I never look at it. It's such a waste of time. It's at $24. I don't see anything here. I just honestly don't think that there's a trade here. There's so many better things to be trading. There are so many better things to be trading. Is there teaching provided, or do you just tell us the stocks you think? Stacy, there is tremendous amounts of teaching. So Stacy, you are going to get, when you join True Trading Group, what you get access to is all of our courses and curriculum, which is a simplified version of the 3-month educational training program that I went through, and I worked at a hedge fund in New York, my very first job at a college. So you guys are going to get access to all of those courses when you do join. We also do live workshops. We actually have a workshop today, immediately following this live stream inside of our chat room. All of our members are invited to join. It's an open study group session, and we're going to be going over some variety of different topics, and it's something that we do every single week in True Trading Group. So we also do one-on-one mentoring sessions where you work very close. We have 9 professional traders that are moderators at True Trading Group. We all have different styles, whether it's options or stocks, or if it's futures, if it's day trading, if it's swing trading. We have all these different traders that have different styles and strategies. So, they're always going through teachings and everything. So you guys get access to all of that stuff. Right? It's not just trade alerts, although we give you all of our alerts. So you get alerted whenever our moderators enter or exit trades. So you get every single execution. Whenever one of our orders executes, you get a notification in real time, whether it's in the chat or if you're just on our mobile app. We have a mobile app, so if you can't be in front of your computer, you still follow along with everything that's going on inside of chat. Okay. So you guys get access to literally all of those things. Okay. Is there info on best sites to trade on? Because I only do Robinhood because I'm a noob. Crystal, yeah, I mean Robinhood. I don't really like Robinhood. I don't think Robinhood really serves any real benefit to people. Robinhood was cool when it was the only platform that offered commission-free trading. Now, now everybody offers commission-free trading. So, I'll say that Robinhood has probably one of the best user-friendly platforms, but it doesn't have a fraction, in my opinion, of the value and the execution of some of the other platforms like an E-Trade or a Thinkorswim, a Charles Schwab, and Interactive Brokers. In my opinion, those platforms are better, and there's commission-free trading as well. So, I don't really think that you need to be going through something and using something like Robinhood. I just think it's user friendly. It's on your app. It's easy to do it from your phone. they like gamified trading, so it makes it easy. But I think there's other platforms that have far better value. All right, guys. All right, what I want to do here now, I want to go on into trade of the day for us guys, and it's Tesla. I want to go into trade of the day, and it's Tesla. Now, like I said to you before, the thing that you guys will notice when you guys do first join True Trading Group is that you are notified far in advance of what it is that the moderator is going to be doing. There's a lot of people that have been part of a lot of other trade alert services that are out there, and they're always late to trade alerts. You always get these trade alerts that come out, and by the time you get in, the stock's already moved significantly higher. And by the time you get in, the person's alerting that they're getting out, and the stock just drops back down, and you're constantly chasing your tail. You don't have to worry about that stuff with True Trading Group because the moderators and I tell you what our game plan is before the market's even open. Today, Tesla was one of my top trade ideas of the day for very specific technical reasons. It's a purely a technical trade. Elon Musk recently, had his visit in China. Things went very, very well. There was also news that the company reduced pricing again on certain models. But there was also some data that came out circulating around just EVs in general and the demand for new cars. And that was positive and that was strong. So I'm like, okay, so you have this undertone of positivity around Tesla, but the chart pattern is also setting up very nicely as well. So what I want to do for you guys here real quickly is I want to show you how you can rely on the moderators to do a lot of the heavy lifting for you. So you guys don't have to be guessing during your trading day. I have a quick video clip for you. Now, this is from our chat room in the pre-market session before the stock market ever opened, where I go over my game plan. I tell traders and members of TTG exactly what the plan is, exactly what stocks I'm focusing on, and what the game plan is. It's not enough to just say, okay, guys, Tesla's on my watch list today. That doesn't tell anybody anything. That does nobody any good. You need to know what the plan is. Okay, well, if Tesla's on your watch list, what price are you going to buy it? What price are you going to sell it? Simple as that, right? You need to know that information. It's exactly what we provide you with. So let's go ahead real quick, guys. We're going to play the clip from pre-market, before the market ever opened, of exactly what we thought Tesla was going to do today. Let's play the clip. Tesla. I like Tesla long. We, for 2 consecutive days, have held the 200-day moving average. You got earnings coming out from Lucid, pathetic. That stock's getting pulverized. You're seeing Tesla for 2 days now hold that 200-day moving average. If there's a pullback towards 200, 199, 200, I'm going to try to get long Tesla in front of that 200-day moving average and see if we can push now off the 200-day. Minimum 207.5. Minimum 207.5. And that's going to be the previous pivot top on the end of March, but has potential to get all the way to like 212 to 215. Has potential to get that high. And it's just going to be a play off of the 200-day moving average. We've done a nice job of staying above it for 2 consecutive days. You can see tail underneath, close above, tail underneath, close above. So watch that pullback tail down to it again. If that pullback tail gets down there again and it holds again, why not? I'll take it. We'll take it. We'll try the long. So there you guys have it. So that's the video clip from the pre-market session where we're talking about Tesla. You heard me very plain and clearly say, what was the price level that we said? What was the price level that we said we wanted to be buyers of Tesla at? 199 to 200. 199 to 200. So let's draw a line across 199.50. All right, let's draw a line across 199.50. Look at that. Are you kidding me? Guys, the analysis does not get any better than this. There's a beautiful double bottom right there at 199.50. There's first bottom. There's second bottom. Beautiful reversing tail. You see then 2 consecutive tails showing me buying pressure in front of that low, confirming the double bottom. There it is. You see those 2 bottoming tails right there at that double bottom. And that's exactly at the point where we then took our trade and entered Tesla long right here on $200.60. Right here is the entry. I'll highlight it for you because you heard me on the video clip. 199 to 200. 199 to 200. That's the level we want to be buyers. So the stock drops down into it. I enter the trade. I alert to members. If you guys, I trade the equity, right? So I bought the equity. I bought shares. But If you have a small account and you can't afford to buy a $200 stock, don't worry about it. We always alert you and notify you to. We always alert you and notify you guys to an option that you can trade alongside me if you want to follow the trade alert and you want to trade an option with it. And I told members to go after next week expiration. So not tomorrow's expiration, but the June 9th expiration, $205 strike call option. And at the time, that option was around $5.50, $5.60. A lot of members got in around 560, 565, 558, 550. So some members got in all right around that 550 to 560 price point on the call option with the entry right here. And then you guys can see just the rest. The rest is just history. You get a nice clean bounce off of that level, and the stock just starts churning its way higher. I mean, this was just an unbelievable trade for us today. Just absolutely ripped face. And I just started taking profits off all along the way. So I took profit off once there. I took another piece of profit off here. We then took another piece of profit off here. And then we had one more here. And then my final take was 209.53, I think it was 209.53. So again, I think it was either 53 or 57. I forgot the exact 53 or 57. Doesn't matter. So here was the entry. And then you can see first, second, third, fourth, fifth, final take. Unbelievable trade. It's a monster. And it all comes back down. All right. It all comes back down to the 200-day moving average. So if you heard me discuss, I'll delete all this so we can clean up the chart just a little bit. And I want you guys to take notice of something, because this is actually very important on how I determine when to pull the trigger. So this is a lesson I want you guys to take from this of how I know when it's time to pull the trigger. A lot of people struggle with that. A lot of people struggle with, I think a stock's going to go up, but I don't know when to get in. Okay, so if you're struggling with that, think about this process of how to help you actually pull the trigger. What I like to do is I look at a daily chart and I determine based on the daily chart what the idea is that I have. If I have an idea based on the daily chart that I say, I think 199 to 200, I think that's going to be a support level. Now, the reason why I think that's going to be a support level, we go to the daily chart. Let me delete this line. And what you'll see here is the 200-day moving average. So you guys all see this yellow line on my screen. That's a 200-day simple moving average. That's a major moving average. It's the biggest moving average, one of the most commonly used moving averages when it comes to technical analysis. And for the last 2 trading days, if we just look at the last 2 trading days, you had 2 consecutive days where we tailed underneath the 200-day moving average and then recovered, bounced back, and closed above the 200-day moving average. So 2 days in a row, you tested it, closed above it. Tested it, closed above it. 2 consecutive days. Now, you heard me in the video clip before the markets opened. I said, guys, I really like how this 200-day moving average is holding support. So if we get we're gapping up a little bit today on Tesla. So I said, if you pull back to the 200-day moving average, if that 200-day moving average still acts as support, then I want to be long. I want to be long. Tesla has more room. And I said the minimum 207.50. Where did I get the minimum 207.50 from? Because that's your next pivot point. Your next pivot point is that previous pivot high from the end of March. And then when you go back from there and you go a little bit further, then you get into this resistance back there from February. And that's more around like 210, 211. Once you get a little bit higher into that area, that's why I said 207.50 being the minimum area that I expect Tesla to get to. So it's, guys, we're going to get long at that 200 number. Minimum, I expect the stock to get to 207.50. So right off the bat, you're risking about $2.50 of downside. Long at 200, stopping out around 198. So you're risking about $2, and you're automatically capitalizing on an over 3-to-1. You're already looking at a 207.50 potential take profit target, which is a 3-to-1. People tell you to look for trades that are at least a 2-to-1. That's a 3-to-1 right there. And this stock went all the way to 210. So we even overshot that. You're talking about over a 4-to-1 on the particular trade, because it all is centered around that 200-day moving average. Now, when you have an idea like this, and again, listen to me very carefully. I want you guys to pay attention to this, because this is how you can start pulling the trigger. My process of pulling the trigger is look at a daily chart or a longer time frame chart and have an idea. What do you think this stock is going to do? where would you like to be buying this stock? Where do you think there's support? So if I say I think there's support at the 200-day moving average, great. What's the 200-day moving average? It's 199.31. 199.31 200-day moving average. Okay. So let's now go to the 3-minute chart. Okay. Let's go to the 3-minute chart. Because now I have an idea. And my idea is centered around that 200-day moving average. The 200-day moving average is 199.30s. So I say, okay, if I think there's support there, that's the idea from the daily chart. Now you go to the intraday chart and you look for confirmation intraday that supports your idea on the bigger time frame. That's how you use multiple time frame charts. So if I said, I think there's support at the 200-day moving average. So let's draw a line across the 200-day moving average. This white line that I just drew, that's the 200-day moving average. Okay, because we said the 200-day moving average was in the 199.30s. Okay, so then when the stock market opens, here's the opening bell candle. See that? That's the opening candle here. That's the open. I don't want you to confuse. This was yesterday. I don't want you to confuse that. So that's the open, right? So the stock market opens, and what happens? We drop right down into this level. So now again, the idea on the daily chart is support at the 200-day moving average. So if that's the idea, I now go intraday and try to find confirmation that there is support at the 200-day moving average. Once I then get this double bottom, you see this nice double bottom where you get down back to, and then an instant reversal off of this level, and I get this beautiful reversing tail. These are bottoming tails, guys. These are bottoming tails that are confirming the double bottom. And then that's okay. So there it is. There's my support. It's right there. I thought I saw it on the daily chart. It's now confirming for me on the 3-minute chart that there is support there. Now you pull the trigger. And that's exactly what we did. These are 3-minute candles, by the way, guys. All right. That's exactly what we did. And that's why we took the trade within this candle, 260. Members in the 205 strike, June 9th expiration call option at around 550, 560. And that thing went all the way up over $9 today. It went all the way up over $9 today. So, guys, I mean, this is as good as it gets. Okay. This is as good as it gets. This is, walking you through step by step on trade ideas, telling you exactly what we think a stock is going to do, what we think the market's going to do, where we're going to be buyers, where we're going to be sellers. So you know exactly what the game plan is before we ever even open up trading for the day. That's how you put yourself in the best positions to profit. That's what you get inside True Trading Group every single day. Stuff like this. How many people are on this live stream right now that are not members of True Trading Group? I'd like you to just type the letters TTG if you guys can. Type the letters TTG if you are not a member of True Trading Group. I want to know how many people on here that we're talking to that are not part of the community, because I know obviously there's a lot of members that are on here. You guys all killed it with Tessa on Tessa today with me on this trade setup, and you guys were all there inside of chat. So you guys know the analysis that you get before the market's ever open. So go ahead and type the letters TTG, guys. For those of you that are not members of the community, want to see who we have here. Don't be shy. You got Stacy, Courtney, John. Just go ahead and type the letters TTG, guys. For those of you that are not members, JD. Johnny Gutierrez, I'm so heartbroken that you are not a member of True Trading Group. I am heartbroken, Johnny. One of these days. We got Reno Lawrence, Mega Mark, Monkey. Hello, Maria. How are you? Go ahead and type TTG, guys. If you guys are not members, I want to see how many people we have in here that are not part of the community. got Oscar. We got God's Child. Way to go, Colton. Colton, way to go. 93% gain today on that advanced auto parts trade for the short. Great job on that one. We got Brock. We got Matt. We got Bus. Thomas. Good, guys. We got a bunch of new faces that are with us. Now, all of you that are typing TTD, you guys all understand the lesson that I'm going over here with Tesla. You understand how to use the multiple time frame charts, right? Like use the daily chart or a longer time frame chart to identify your idea. And then once you have that idea, you use the intraday chart to find the setup that supports your idea. And that's how you have the confidence to pull the trigger. That's why using multiple time frame charts is very, very important when it comes to your trading. And that's all stuff that you guys will learn as members of TTG. But I want to make sure, hopefully, that all that makes sense for you that are not members. All right. Now, what I would like to do now is I want to bring on a very special guest, guys. We've got another one of our moderators today hit an absolute banger of a trade, a 6-to-1 risk reward, a 6-to-1 risk reward. Okay. So, I mean, this is just unbelievable trading action today. Tesla was a huge win, but then we also had another huge win for members today on something that's a little bit less volatile, and that's Sunrun. Now, like one of the things you guys are learning through trading group, like I said, there's 9 professional traders that are with you during the day. We all have different styles. We all have different strategies. We trade different things. If Tesla is too volatile for you, there's other things going on like Sunrun. We went from a $200 stock to an $18 stock. But just because the stock is cheaper, does that mean that it's not going to give you the same type of potential for gains? Absolutely not. This was a 6-to-1. And to break down that trade setup with you guys, I like to bring on the moderator who executed this trade to perfection. Everybody give a big ayo to Jessica Woodard.
Hey yo, how's it going?
What's up, Jess? I'm doing very well, actually. We welcomed the month of June with open arms. We had a huge month of May, just a huge month of May. And now we get to June. And it's like, oh, we say bye to May, and then we welcome June with just banger after banger today in chat. Tesla was great, but Sunrun was even better. I mean, honestly, a 6-to-1. Talk us through the trade setup, the idea. How did you come up with this idea, and walk us through the trade?
Yeah, so actually, where I took profit last was a 5-to-1. I'm still holding a piece though. But my final target is up around 1920, which that will be a 6-to-1. So I just wanted to clarify that. But I got on the mic this morning and I told members yesterday Sunrun pulled into the daily trade line and we held support there. And I told them I wanted to very quickly see us put in a tail on the daily and get back over 1775. Because 1775 is a big level for the stock. And when we came into today, right off the bell, we broke over that 1775 level. And I got on the mic and I told members I'm looking for us to pull back into that area. And I'm going to look for the long with a stop down at 1760. So I entered that trade at 938 right there at VWAP and trade line. My fill was actually 1781, so my risk was about 20 cents on the trade. I took my first piece of profit at 940 at 1801, which was literally 2 minutes later. Very quickly. But at 1801, I took my first piece of profit, and then we did get a little pullback there. You can see we pulled right back into the trade line and that 1775 level. But it was very easy to hold this position on that pullback because I was able to get that piece of profit off in front of the high day. And when you become a member of True Trading Group, you will learn how to tier trade like this. It helps you to stay in your winning positions longer, but it also helps you to feel more comfortable when stocks are pulling back and resetting themselves to make their move. So you can see the stock pulled in back into that major level that I wanted to see hold. We put in another tail down there before we took off. And then once we broke through the high day, I took another piece of profit in front of 1850 resistance. My fill was 1840. And that was at 10:20 this morning. And then At 11:46, I took another piece of profit at 1875 because 1880 is another level of resistance. And then I was looking for my final take profit to be over 19. And I actually got on the mic when you and Adam were on, and I was like, all right, guys, I'm going to take my final profit. And I had to run to my daughter's school because today was her last day of school, my other daughter. And I had an order sitting at 1910. And when I got back, I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh, no.
Are you kidding me? But it's all good. As long as we can hold that 50-day, I'm very comfortable holding the rest of this position. So we'll see if we can get that move tomorrow. But it was a beautiful trade. I mean, 5-1, like, and this is a stock that if you don't have a ginormous account, like, this is very obtainable to trade the equity. But a lot of members followed this trade, you know, with the option, and they did really, really well. I didn't ask what they did or whatever, but you know, it was a really nice trade. It was very stress-free because we were able to get that first piece of profit off, and then it just did its thing all day. So
yeah, I mean, that's just beautiful execution. And it really also shows like just the variety, you know, the variety that goes on inside of a trading day, and shows you how much opportunity is out there in so many different areas. You know, it's like everybody's going crazy over these AI stocks. Okay, well, I traded Tesla, you traded a solar company, like, and monster trades.
Yeah, there was a lot today. Like, even members in chat were trading a bunch of stuff that I didn't even look at, and I was like, what in the world? Like, I didn't even know that was moving like that. Like, there is so much variety. And, you know, for it being June, this volatility, I love it. I love it because summers generally slow down a little bit for trading, and the volatility is still there, like full swing. So, yeah, it was a really nice day. It was a really nice way to start out summer. My kids' last day of school, and I hit a home run. So I'm like, let's go.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I think we gotta hold on one. Oh, never mind. Okay. So anyway, yeah, I mean, this is just you know, a great trade. And what I think people can, the other thing I want people to really learn from the two trades today, the thing that I want to learn from these two trades today is the importance of entering trades based on price versus time.
Yeah.
A lot of people really struggle with trading because they try to get into a trade at the exact moment that a stock is going to make a move higher. And when you do that, when you're getting into a trade because you think it's going to move right now, and it doesn't move right now, you immediately think that you're wrong. Like, it could have been very easy, Jess, for you to have gotten into the stock here and then said, "Oh, nope, I'm wrong. Look, stock's going down." Stock actually went lower than where you entered the trade, right? So it could have been very easy for you to say, I must be wrong. But you're not wrong because you're in at the right price. And you can see that price continue to hold. That's what a support level is. Support levels are prices. They're not timestamps. Support is a price zone. So if you're buying stocks based on support levels, then you should be buying stocks based on price, not based on time. Support is not time. Support is price.
Yeah.
And the stock then makes the move, right? No one is good enough. I'm not good enough. Jess is not good enough. Nobody is good enough to enter a trade with consistent accuracy the very moment it's about to move to the upside and never look back. And my trade was no different. You know, when I came in here and I dumped in my Tesla trade, and I'll just go back through the Tesla trade for you guys, and a lot of people would get out of this trade, right? So I entered the trade right there. So here was my entry, right? There's my entry. Now at first, You say, wow, this looks great. Wow, look, the stock's moving higher. This is excellent. I'm right. And all of a sudden the stock does that. And then you poop your pants and you go, oh no, I must be wrong. Look at this big red candle. Stock is crashing. I better get out now before I get stopped out of the trade. I better get out now before I lose money. Why? Why would you get out when the stock's at 201? Why would you get out when the stock's at 201? We already said the support level is the 200-day moving average. If the reason that I am going to get into a trade is because I believe there's support at the 200-day moving average, if that's why I'm entering the trade, then I need to stay in that trade until that reason is no more. Okay? Until you stay in that trade until the reason is no more. You're not in the trade because there's green candles. That's not why you're in the trade. I'm in the trade because the 200-day moving average I think is support, and the stock double bottomed at the 200-day moving average, confirming that support. So as long as we're above the 200-day moving average, I want to be long. That tells me the buyers are in control. The stock should move higher. Now, is it just going to go green, and have no red candles ever? No, of course not. That's not the way that stocks trade. It's not the way the stocks move. You can't let one red candle make you automatically think that you're wrong. Be in your positions based on price, not based on time. Because if you enter your positions based on time, you're going to exit every single time there is a candle that goes in the opposite direction, even though the price the stock is currently at is still in your favor. So let that be another lesson that I want you guys to take away from these two trades that Jess and I were able to execute on today.
Yeah, and Mike, adding on top of that, like I get asked a lot, like, with your schedule, like, how are you able to stay in that trade? And I'm like, I have to trust my levels because I have so much crap going on that I'm like, I cannot just sit here and stare at each tick throughout the day. Like, I can't. So what I do is I trust my level. I enter the trade. I set a hard stop, and then I put my alerts in. And unless I hear one of those alerts, I'm a maniac in my house, right? I'm doing paperwork. I'm taking care of kids. Like, I've got a lot going on. So that's another lesson that you could take, like, from this. You have to trust your levels. You can't doubt yourself, because the second you doubt yourself, you're just going to trade with pure emotion. And that's not trading. You can't manage that.
Well, so I'm sorry to interrupt for a second. We get a lot of stupid comments from people that come on these live streams. For those of you that don't know me, I'm the son of Seth Rogen and Chester Benningfield. My name is Adam, and or Chester Bennington, whatever. I saw one of the stupidest comments I've ever seen come across the chat today. On this live stream. And for those that don't know me, I'm the co-founder of True Trading Group. I'm Mike's boss. And it's it really bothered me for a second. I saw it come across. It was really stupid and really targeted, but like listen, the mods at True Trading Group are family, Jess, her husband, her kid, these are people that I care for and I respect and that are here, and the people that show up every day. So when I saw this really, really ignorant comment, and I'll just give him he's earned it. He's earned his 3 minutes of fame. Here it comes. Mike, I think it's great you have a female trader, but do you have anyone that is doing this for more than a cure to stay-at-home boredom? First of all, this woman is a professional trader. She is a business owner. She is a mom. She is more than you will ever be. You have no idea what somebody else has gone through or goes through. and you have no idea what it takes to get to where she's at. So congratulations, you got my attention, if that was the goal. But this woman probably earns 10 times the amount of money that you work, that you earn at your crap 9 to 5 that you'll most likely die at.
I had to kind of laugh at that comment too, because I don't even remember the last time I was bored. Like, honestly, I want to be bored some days. My life is so chaotic, so I just kind of had to chuckle at that comment. Like, what?
So, I just, it's something that really, really bothered me when I saw it come through, and, that's it. I just wanted to, the person's an idiot.
Yeah,
So-
for sure. And for those that maybe aren't aware.
Yeah, can you share a little bit of your story, please?
Yeah, for sure. So for those who aren't aware of how I even got into the market, me and my husband, we own an oil field company together. He's the main welder in that company. And we also own rental properties, which I manage every single one of them. And our son got in a really terrible accident, and my husband could not work during that time at all. And it was really hard for us to focus on our businesses. So we primarily lived off of our savings while my son had 4 surgeries and had the potential of having his leg amputated. It was a lot for our family. And I knew during that time that I needed to do something more, because I got to thinking to myself, what if this happened to my husband? Like, what if my husband got seriously injured like this? What would I do? Like, how would I support my family? And so I got into the market. I was gambling the market, really, because I didn't have an education. I had no clue what I was doing until I found True Trading Group. And I joined True Trading Group. And I will tell you, I spent hours upon hours upon hours studying in between taking care of my son and our 2 other children, and just honestly just trying to manage life at that time was really, really hard for us. So I spent probably 15 to 17 hours a day staring at True Trading Group's platform, going through courses, like stalking my trade. Like, I put a lot of hard work, tears, endless nights of non-sleep, because I still have kids who need me. And that was the only time I could study. I spent, 3 hours in the middle of the night on-demand trading just so I could get the experience in trading. And like, I put a lot of time into really turning around my trading account, because I did lose money when I was gambling the stock market, and I had to relearn, discipline and rules and boundaries for my trading, and, who am I in stock market? But not just that, how can I manage being a full-time trader with my other businesses, right? Like, how can I manage this plus have 3 kids? And I knew that I could not do this unless I found my lane in the stock market. I knew I had to make things less chaotic. Like, Jessica, you can't trade GME and HKD when you have kids spilling Orbeez all over the kitchen.
Orbeez.
And so, there were many times when, like, I would feel that frustration that so many people feel who have full-time jobs and who have kids. I got a message the other day, and someone was like, hey, I've got my 17-year-old and like my 16-year-old sons at home. Like, how do you manage to do this? And I'm like, girl, you'll figure, like, trust me, you will figure this out. Like, it just takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of discipline in your trading. And just like I was talking about the levels, like, it's really important to understand your chart. It's really important to understand how to trade your style and implement that with your life, because there are days that my style of trading, I can't trade, right? Because I can't focus on it at all. And that's okay. I've learned to accept that. That's my personality. This is where I want to be in the market. But, you know, sometimes life comes up. Sometimes things happen. You know, responsibilities are present. And that's okay. Like, this process for me has been more than just like, I'm going to get rich quick, right? Which, hello, who doesn't want to do that? Like, I want to retire my husband 5 years ago, you know, but it's a journey of your patience in where you want to go long term. Like, I'm building foundations right now in my trading that are going to take me for 15, 20 years to come. Like, I'm building long-term portfolios for me, my husband, my kids. Like, what that's going to do for my family in 20 years from now literally makes me want to just bust out into tears, because I was never taught to invest a dime in my life. And I'm teaching my kids that by the time they turn 18, they're already going to have generational wealth.
Yes.
And like, this took me time, though. It took me time to learn these things. It took my effort, because True Trading Group has everything we need to grow as traders, like everything and more. But I had to be the driving force of my own goals. And I am damn proud to say that I'm proof of that, because I put in the effort and I was the driving force to how much I wanted to learn and how much time I wanted to invest in this. And it pays off. And you got to keep going. You got to keep learning, because let me tell you, my kids are growing. Like, my life is changing. You know, my businesses are getting bigger. And so shifts have to happen. And you'll consistently grow as a trader as life goes on, right? Because you still have to manage your life. But it's all about understanding your lane in the market, trusting who you are as a trader is probably one of the biggest things that I have one-on-ones with members about, is trusting who you are in the market. Because if you don't trust yourself in the market, like Mike was saying, you'll stop out of every single trade because you're like, oh, well, I don't know if this level is really going to hold, and I've really got to get in this meeting. And so, like, oh my gosh, there's this red candle. I got to get out of this trade because I have a meeting. And it's chaos. It's straight chaos. So I knew, Jessica, you got to know your levels. Like, you watch Roblox every day until you trust every single level on that chart. And that's how I was able to do it. That's how I was able to manage owning 2 businesses, having 3 children, one who was severely injured at the time that I learned how to trade, and within 6 months became a moderator. And I'm damn proud of that.
I want to curse so bad. Just, I'm sitting, I can't even control myself right now. Like, I'm just listening to you go off. I'm just like, yes, girl, get it, Jess. Like,
that's why I'm like, dang, I would love to be bored one day this week.
Yeah. Oh man, Jess, you know how proud I am of all the work that you've put in and the progress that you've made, and how much that you have grown. And you know, it's exciting. You know, it's really exciting when you think about, you know, you really put into perspective. Like, I know, like what you said, okay, when you first joined your training group, you were like, oh, I'm just going to stare and follow and see exactly what Mike is doing and what Mike is trading. Think about how long I've been doing this, though, Jess, and think about how long you've been doing it, and see the type of analysis that you're able to have, and the type of confidence that you're able to have, and the type of discipline and the execution, the patience and the risk management, and the tearing out, and like the trades that you're executing are as close to perfection as you possibly could get. And that's just being a trader. You know, that's 3 years ago, not knowing what VWAP was. Now imagine, look at where you've come in. How long has it been? Was it about 2.5 years or 3 years?
Yep,
2.5. So in 2.5 years. So in 2.5 years, you went from not knowing what VWAP was to being a professional trader, think about that progress and how much exponential growth that you had. Then now look at 2.5 years later, and then look at 5 years later. And it's something that is very, very exciting. Let me just go to see here. We had a quick comment here, Jess. I'm a newly divorced mom of 3. My ex couldn't hold a job. I'm trying to learn this. Just got burned at another service. Kat, she's speaking right to you, Jess. She's speaking right to you. You're an inspiration. I'm sure that's not to me. I'm sure that was, what was to you and everything that you were just speaking about.
It's definitely not to you.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's that's to you.
Yeah.
That's.
And I'm sorry to hear you got burned elsewhere. Unfortunately, that happens in this industry, and then you find true trading. I was with another group where I learned VWAP, right? They taught me nothing. I lost tons of money, and I found True Trading Group and learned through these live streams and the courses and just talking to other people in chat, how can I make all this work, And I really started to put all the pieces of what I learned in True Trading Group of your trader identity, what strategies work best for you, what level of volatility do you like? I put all these things and I created a system for myself, because you have to find some type of in between, right? That's what I like to call it on one-on-one. So this is my life and this is my trading. And there has to be an in between where you can manage to do both and understand when you're more to this side, you can, go a little harder in your trading. But when life is a little busier, you got to kind of veer back a little bit and understanding those boundaries and all of this plays a part in being a full-time trader and a full-time worker. Essentially, you have to just understand how to navigate the market in a calm manner. You can't come into it thinking, I'm going to make a gajillion dollars tomorrow. You have to come into it thinking, how can I be consistent every day so that I can go buy groceries, so that I can, pay the electric bill, so that whatever it may be, the consistency part of being full-time and having a busy schedule is what's key. I don't care how annoyed people are that I trade Roblox and Sunrun, because I can be consistent in that. And I know exactly that raw feeling that you have of you just want to do more, and this platform has everything that you need to learn this skill. And if you apply yourself, like I said, there's resources you can use, outside of trading hours when your kids are asleep, on-demand trading or just going through charts. I went through hours of pre-recorded Galata clubs at night, all hours of the night, while I was breastfeeding my daughter. I was up going through what is this and what is that, and how can I draw this pattern or do that? You can put in that time, and the growth and learning doesn't necessarily mean just jumping into the market and trading. You have to learn this first, and TTG has everything you need to do that. Every single thing you need to learn the skill is here. And I can tell you that because I'm proof of that. So, I guess that's all I can really say about that is that, if you're willing to put in the time and the effort, True Trading Group's got what you need. We have everything you need here. So, and that includes the support. I do one-on-ones with members almost every single day. And this is one of the main topics that I go over with people. How do you manage to stay in that trade? I was in it with you, but then I had to go to the store and I was nervous and a lot of this has to do with just trusting what you have learned here and applying it. You have to trust what you have learned here and apply it. And the more you do this and create systems for yourself of one being, I'll give you an example. So like somebody asked me, how do you manage to stay in a trade all day? And I'm like, listen, when I had a problem with getting out of my trades too early, something I used to do is I used to come up with my plan, enter the trade, set a hard stop, put an alert where my hard stop is, and put 3 alerts where my take profits were. Take profit 1, 2, and 3 all had alerts in front of them. I would get up from my desk. I would go do the dishes, fold the laundry, do the paperwork, go play with the kids until I heard an alert go off. Because then I knew, it's time to take profit. And then I would reset my hard stop with my current position size. And then I would go back to doing the dishes. I would go clean my pool. I would go do a meeting. And then I heard an alert go off and I would come take profit because I resonated. My trade's not over till them alerts go off. And if those alerts don't go off, I don't do anything.
Robotic.
And you sit there and you watch the tick by tick by tick by tick. And you're like, oh my gosh. Did you just see that tail that just got put in right there? I don't know if I really can. But if you weren't sitting here, you wouldn't know because your alert didn't go off. And that's how I am able now to sit in front of my computer all day and watch a stock go completely sideways because that wasn't my plan, right? My alerts did not trigger. So, this is all part of just finding systems that you can manage to, profit from the market. And that doesn't always look like, HKDs and whatever. Like, that's not consistent. But what is consistent is you. And you have to make that decision. You have to be consistent in your style. And not just chase shiny objects to get rich quick. That's not what this is about. I went off on a tangent there. Sorry.
Hey, I'm here. I'm loving it. I was just going through and checking out some of the earnings that were coming out, or that had come out. But yeah, I mean that is. Jess, look at the screen.
Oh my gosh.
When's your boot camp going to be, Jess? Andrew wants to know.
Oh boy.
Oh.
I like literally, I have gotten so many messages about people wanting me to do a boot camp, and I'm like, listen, I've got to think about this because
let me see something real. Guys, I'm sorry, Jess. Let me see. I want to see. Guys, type the number 1 if you would attend a boot camp hosted by Jess. Type the number 1 if you guys would attend a boot camp hosted by Jess. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are asking and interested about this. So Jess, you're gonna have to seriously be considering this, and you're gonna have to think about this. You're gonna have to think about this.
Oh, where do I get more time? Where do I get more time?
I know. It's I've got mine coming up June 10th and 11th, and once we finish up this live stream, I'm gonna bunker down and try to get some more work. They're still typing number 1, by the way.
I know.
Ones are still coming through. Ones are still coming through, and hopefully we can get Kat. Kat, the person that was commenting before, Kat. Hopefully we can get you in here. We can get you part of the community, part of the family, get you the support and the mentorship that you need. And I'm sure Jess would love to kind of take you under her wing and kind of show you how she manages being a super mom while being a super trader at the same time. And that's something that, she just said, I would love to sign up, but I just saw that it was 2K. So did, let me see here. Hold on 1 second. What do I do here? MemberStreet goes, don't worry, you're gonna get a discount today. MemberStreet, come on. You're not supposed to, you know.
I saw Memphis hit that Sunrun trade with me today. She was crushing it too.
Yeah, MemberStreet.
You know what I think? I think that we should make her pay full price, especially after that guy's other comment and everything. Let's just not offer anything. All right, here's the deal. I am only set up to swap out the coupon code for what we were doing for the Memorial Day discount. I can't offer anything other than that. So why don't you do that and give me a minute to set that up?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, be right back.
Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, we can do that. So Kat, you're in for a treat. Okay, yeah, so then so it's just gonna be the 850 again. So we're back to 61% off. So what we did over the weekend for Memorial Day, we ran a 61% off sale for Memorial Day. And then what we did as a company was we matched dollar for dollar every dollar that we generated in sales. We donated to, or we said we were donating to the Wounded Warrior Project. So we are going to be donating $18,700 to the Wounded Warrior Project from over the weekend, and we ran that 61% sale just for people that wanted to join over the weekend. So that is the only coupon code that Adam has got still active to go back from what the price was supposed to be today on the live stream. So we're just going to go back and use that. So then it'll be the 850. It'll be 850, which is down from the $2,212. So Kat, so when you went to the site, it said $2,000. Enter the coupon code TTG121. Click apply code. It'll bring the price back down to $850 for the entire year. It includes all of the courses and it includes all of our tools. So just go to ttgoffer.com. Enter the coupon code TTG121. You have to manually enter that code, click apply code, the price drops to $850. And includes all of our courses and tools. Joe, why don't you post the syllabus in chat actually? So you can see, we'll post a link in chat. This way members, for people that are not members, you guys can see everything that you're going to get access to. It's a simplified but expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. I can't just leave this open for everybody because the price is supposed to be significantly higher today. So we'll just leave it for like 10 people or until midnight tonight, whatever happens first, for the 850 price point. And then the price will be 980 and then 1100, then 1150. And we'll just keep moving it back till we get back up away from the Memorial Day sale price back up to the regular price. So you get all of the courses, guys. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures. It's all included. There are no VIP courses that cost more money after you join. We don't sell you half the solution. You get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed. That's $1,000 a year if you go to Benzinga directly. It's included for the whole year when you join us, and you pay just $850. You also get congressional trading data, track the trades being made by members of Congress. Quote Media's full book level 2, Trading View's premium charting software, ETNA's simulator lets you trade stocks and options with fake money but real-time data so you can practice. Dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow. It's all included. A trading journal that tracks all your trades. A social sentiment scanner tells you which stock you're talking about most on social media. Analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in. The watch list every morning. You saw I played the video clip for you guys today from the pre-market game plan and watch list. We get those watch lists from all the moderators every single day with the detailed game plans. Okay. You also get a bunch of all the live workshops, video library, about 600 hours of workshops in it, aside from the courses. All this stuff is included when you guys join TTG. There's no extra upsell for this. You pay the $850, you get access to all those things. And anybody that joins, we offer a double your money back guarantee. It's quite simple. If you join TTG and you pay $850, which you will today, as long as you're one of the next 10 people, if you can't make back $850 at least one time during your membership, I'll give you back $1,700. I'll give you back double what you paid. And we can do that because we've only had to give a refund to 2.49% of our members. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,100 reviews. And 78% of our members have renewed their membership or have gone on to become lifetime members of the community. So it's those statistics that allow me to offer you a double your money back guarantee when nobody else does. The reason why nobody else does is because everyone else's refund rate is far higher than 2.49%, and everyone else's retention rate is far lower than 78%. I have no problem offering you double your money back because I see the results that members have on our platform. You have to manually enter TTG121 coupon code and then click apply code, and the price will drop then to $850. So go to ttgoffer.com. Okay. Go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. The price will then drop down to $850. You must manually enter the coupon code TTG121. Now, if you used to be a member or you used to be a trial or you currently are a trial and you guys want to come back home, send a text message to 786-505-4049. Again, 786-505-4049. Send a text message to that number at the bottom of your screen. This way we can whitelist your email address so that we can give you the $850 price point if you've been a member before or a trial or a previous trial. Okay. Also, if you're having a hard time signing up or if you have any questions about anything, you have questions about me, about Jess, about our trading, about our money back guarantee, whatever, you send us a message. We're fully transparent. We're full open book. We'll answer any questions that you guys do have. All right. So again, it's ttgoffer.com. And then you must manually enter the code TTG121, click apply code. The price drops to $850. That's available for the next 10 people. Kat, hopefully you take advantage of it. So that's available for the next 10 people or until midnight tonight, whatever happens first.
All right, guys. Well, I got to run off of here, with all my boredom. I can't stay on here because I gotta go sit around, just don't have time for this. So
hilarious. So funny. Oh man. Oh, good stuff today, Jess. Great job. Excellent trading. Congrats on Sunrun. Was a beast. I'll see you in chat.
Congrats on Tesla too. That was a monster trade. I didn't even get a chance to tell you that yet today. So congrats on that also. And I will see you guys all in chat tomorrow.
Awesome. Excellent. Thank you very much, Jess. I'll see you tomorrow.
See ya.
Later. So there you guys have it, folks. There you guys have it. All right. TTGoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. All right. All right, folks. What I'll do now is I'll touch on some of these earnings. I see a lot of people are asking me about Broadcom. People are asking about Lululemon. So I will touch upon these earnings here for you guys real quick. Some of the big earnings that came out today include Lululemon. Lululemon was just destroyed, their earnings. Stock is up 12%. It's up $39. They beat on earnings per share, $2.28 versus $1.98. Sales of $2 billion versus estimates of $1.92 billion. They see Q2 earnings per share They see Q2 earnings per share 247 to 252 versus 250 estimates. They see revenue of 2.14 to 2.17 billion versus estimates of 2.16. And then let's see. Inventories at the end of the first quarter of 23 increased 24% to 1.6 billion compared to 1.3 billion at the end of the first quarter of 2022. They're seeing fiscal year 2023, so giving you full year guidance of 1174 to 1194 earnings per share, with net revenue of 9.44 to 9.51 billion. Okay, that is impressive guidance for the rest of the fiscal year. And I think the reason why Lululemon is also trading so high to the upside right now is that a lot of other retailers have really crapped the bed. Like, Macy's crapped the bed. Yet you've seen some weakness in some of the retail earnings that have come out. And you've seen what has happened to some of the other retail names. And then, you saw what happened at Advanced Auto Parts. Advanced Auto Parts is down like 40 something plus percent, 50% or something like that in just the last 2 days. You see what's Target's been getting absolutely slaughtered and crushed. Macy's did not did not have a good report on their earnings. So like Lululemon comes out and it's just a crush, and that stock is trading significantly to the upside. Broadcom is going to eat premium alive. Broadcom earnings came out. The stock has not budged. So whether you're in calls or puts, you're going to lose money on this thing. The stock has not moved from where it was at the closing bell. And their earnings are not bad at all. They're actually beats. So their earnings per share was 1032. That's a beat against 1008. Sales of 8.83 versus 8.71 billion. They see Q3 revenue 8.85 versus 8.72. They expect networking revenue to maintain its growth year on year of around 20%. They expect semiconductor revenue growth of mid-single digit year on year growth. These are some good things that the company's talking about on their conference call. The problem with Broadcom is that it has made such a huge move going into its earnings because of NVIDIA's earnings, right? So you had this huge move. The stock was $680. It went all the way to $920. Now it's around 800. So, you know, when you look at like how much higher was the stock going to go, how much of that of expected earnings positiveness was already factored into this move. And that's why the stock's not really giving you too much of a reaction on the back of what are good earnings, but the stock's not trading to the upside because it's already up huge in the last couple of trading days. And then you have ChargePoint. We'll hit on ChargePoint. Company that's, I know, followed by many on social media. Earnings per share was a miss, but sales were a beat. So earnings per share was, they lost 23 cents. They were expected to lose 17. Sales were 130 million, expected 128 million. But their guide is light. Their guide is light. So Q2 revenue is expected 148 to 158 million. That's against an expectation of 165. So a light guide there on ChargePoint. That's why the stock's down 4.5%. All right, folks. So tomorrow you've got a big number coming out with the employment report. We're going to find out what the new unemployment rate is. Today's candle, I think, is a strong technical candle after yesterday's failure. So we broke above 420 on Tuesday, then back beneath it yesterday, and then you engulf that in today's price action. And that, to me, is a sign that there's still a little bit more upside to go here. And I do think we can push into these mid to high 420s as long as there's no surprise from this employment report tomorrow, labor report tomorrow. As long as no surprises there, I think that we can move to the upside. Rodney, welcome. Rodney, welcome. Welcome to the TG family, guys. Everybody welcome Rodney. We got 9 of those spots now remain. Everybody welcome Rodney. 9 of those spots now remain. Go to ttgoffer.com. Use the code TTG121. Click apply code. You have to manually enter that coupon code, guys. It is when you go to the site, okay, it is going to say $2,000. You must manually type in the code TTG121 and then click apply code, and the price will then drop down to $850. All right, guys, code word for today. So we're doing some giveaways. We're doing more giveaways for members of True Trading Group. So you do need the code word from today. We're going to do this giveaway tomorrow. All right, so this is a giveaway for tomorrow. We're giving away some more cash to members of True Trading Group tomorrow, but you need this code word. And that code word is Ajita. That code word is Ajita. If you don't know what Ajita is, we can't be friends. All right. So that code word is Ajita. Ajita is the code word that you guys need for the giveaway for tomorrow. All right. So if you guys have any questions, text us 786-505-4049, 786-505-4049. Numbers at the bottom of your screen. Text us. We also have to whitelist your email if you've had an account with us in the past, trial or annual member. So send a text that number so we can whitelist your email and get you guys hooked up for the $850. We'll keep that price for the next 9 people. How do you know you're one of the 9? If the coupon code works for you, it's that simple because you have to manually type it in, TTG121. If you do and it doesn't work, then you know that 9 people have already joined. Okay. So for those of you that are not interested in membership, you guys can sign off the live stream. I'm done with the educational stuff now. What I'll do now is show you the actual platform so you guys can see what it is that you guys get access to for the $850 because it is an all-inclusive membership. Of course, you're going to get our chat room where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the mic. We're calling out trades in real time. We're with you from pre-market through to the after-hours session. And you can't be in front of your computer, don't worry about it. We've got a mobile app that lets you see the screen share, listen to the audio commentary, and get real-time push notifications when the moderators enter or exit trades. We got to welcome Stacy. Stacy, welcome to the family, guys. We're now down to just 8 spots. So Stacy, welcome to the family. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the team. Again, Stacy, welcome to the TTG family. Everybody welcome Stacy. 8 spots left. You're going to get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed live up to the second news alerts directly inside of our chat. Okay. This will cost you $1,000 if you go to Benzinga directly. We also get the congressional trading data so you can track the trades being made by members of Congress. You're going to get 2 study group sessions with mods so you can help speed up your learning curve. Don't forget, after this live stream, we have an open study group going on in the main chat room for members of True Trading Group. You're also going to get TradingView's premium charting software. That's about $600 a year. If you go to TradingView directly, it's included with your membership. You get the Trade Ideas scanner streams on our platform all day, every day. So you guys get to see what are the hottest stocks you should be focusing on. You get our own proprietary scanner that lets you create custom scans. You get a simulator from ETNA that lets you trade stocks, options, crypto futures with fake money, but real-time data. So you can practice implementing what you're learning in the courses. Dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, short data, it's all included. If you don't know how to use these things or what they even mean, don't worry about it. We'll teach you how to use them and how it can help your trading. But these things are very expensive, guys. If you go to pay for them on your own, they're included when you join our platform. You're also going to get a trading journal that tracks all your trades. A social sentiment scanner tells you what's talked about on social media, analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in. And of course, our watch list. Our watch list will give you guys what stocks the moderators are focusing on with detailed game plans and how we plan on trading them. Of course, our courses are a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund. Beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it, we've got it. You get access to all of it. Okay? There are no VIP courses that cost more money after you join. You join, you pay $850, and you guys are good to go. You get access to all this, including a video library with 600 hours of workshops that you can start attending live once you become a full-time member. Now, guys, I can't guarantee you're going to be successful just because you joined True Trading Group, but what I can guarantee is if you join, you pay $850, you don't make $850 back at least one time after going through the courses, the quizzes, attending a study group, I'll give you back $1,700, and that's the deal. Double your money back guarantee for anyone that joins here before midnight tonight. 8 spots left at the 61% discount. It's your time that's your chance for you guys to be able to grab it for the 61% off. Again, go to ttgoffer.com, use the code TTG121, click apply code, get your butts in chat. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. Have a great night, everybody. Congrats again, members on Tesla and Sunrun. Trade to the day. We'll hit some more tomorrow.